talked about Eminent Domain channel called Pigeon Forge Eminent Domain, where this lady's property was taken. If you just do like some basic Google searches about shit that she talks about in these videos, you can clearly see what's going on there. And it's more of the same. You know, there's nothing fair about this system because the system is out of whack. It is nothing like it's supposed to be. It has become a career path to be a politician, not as a service. Well, my public servants, like, tell me any time in history before the government you know now where a servant was paid. Go ahead and do that. A public servant is not supposed to be paid. We have to get the money out of these systems. And now you have, like, the kind of suspicious fire in Hawaii. It's a little suspicious. Where all that prime real estate burnt to the ground. You know, they're not doing anything to help these people. Not that I think they should, in the reality of it. But since we played the game of fucking the welfare state, socialism, why is it that we can just cut checks to fucking Zelensky and them cocksuckers for billions of dollars? Billions, with a B. Billions of dollars. I think it's, I forget the number now. I've lost track. But still to this day, what, they've given them homeowners in Maui that lost everything, 700 people, as if they're your saviors. And I know my little bitch in here is not going to do nothing, because you would literally have to get everybody to stop voting, and even then, the people would vote for themselves. When are you going to learn that people who want the office should not be in the office? Not today. We have to get the money out of it. We have to, and the only way to do it is to refuse to pay. We didn't agree to this. Therefore, we don't consent. Therefore, we're not going to do it. Therefore, if you try to do any kind of or else shit to us, you're going to have a bad day, because it's going to be you against us. There's 350 million of us. There's less than 1 million of you in total. Like, it's all, none of it makes sense. But we all bought into it at some point, even me. Until I realized, wait a second, some shit ain't making sense here. I'm free to do what government tells me to do. Is that freedom? Wait a minute, I have rights, but a government creates a law that I no longer have these rights, then they will send thugs with badges and guns, call it legal, and that makes it justified. And they can do literally whatever they want to be. And you can't even fight back. Can't even fight back anymore. There was a video done the other day by, who's the two douchebags? The shill attorneys. The armed attorneys, that's their name. Where they're talking about self-defense in cases of wrongful arrest. And I'll go back to the Larkin Rose video from a decade ago, when he asked, the question is, was it okay to shoot a cop? It's a simple answer, but nobody wants to say it. If it's okay to shoot somebody, that's across the board. If you're justified in shooting somebody, that's across the board, nothing will stop that. However, with that said, you might beat the rat, but you're going to take the ride. So be prepared for either to take the ride or to die your hill. One of the two. That sucks. Pop, which he flew off, so I guess he's okay. I hit him pretty hard. So he flew down right to my windshield. And I backed up for him to see if he was laying on the side of the road or something. I don't want to leave animals. I wouldn't have left him sitting there in agony. I'd have took care of the problem. But I back up to look for the hawk, and I look over, there's a turtle on the damn road that I wouldn't have otherwise seen. I didn't see it going through, I guess because of the sun of my eyes or something. But I'm doing this, I'm not looking at the phone, I'm watching the road, believe it or not. I'm actually looking over the phone. I don't know if you can tell, because I don't go back and watch my videos. But, back to the Larkin Rose thing. Was it okay to shoot a cop? I'll tell you when, and nobody wants to say this because it's probably fucking illegal, and I don't give a fuck if it is. anytime you're justified in shooting somebody, a costume does not change that. It doesn't change it. And like I said, you might beat the rap, but you're going to take the ride. That's dependent on you, where your line's at, and if what hill you're willing to die on. And the whole gun culture, right? The gun culture, the two-way community. You have millions of fuckers out here that carry guns to protect themselves from the criminals, yet take part and suggest that you take part, push you to take part in criminal acts by voting for people that are going to force me to do some shit I don't want to do and have to choose to die on that hill. Like, we've all been scammed, but there's so many people that are involved in the scam now because they did years and years and years and years of just breeding, right? Welfare state, you just breed. And now the lie spreads faster than the truth. But, you know, I mean, I'm just honestly with the point with it, but you know, let hyperinflation take over, and when it all crumbles, fuck it, let it all crumble. Let's survive. It is what it is. I'm not saying I'm the strongest. I'm not saying I'm going to survive. But I am saying the outcome of that would probably be better than what we have now. The only problem you have with that is that people, when change happens, they take what they believe was good and then they change what they believe was bad. So you can guarantee, unless I'm on the podium, unless I'm there to sign the documents, that there's going to be policing forces, because people are too stupid to understand that being free to do as you're told is not being free. The same two-way gun culture, gun community, whatever you want to call it, who you know is pro-rights. Well, I always have a that. You know, people don't get this thing not grasp onto what rights are. Firearm, before, during, and after the murder. What they do not have the right to do is murder. One, the right has nothing to do with the crime, the murder, other than they chose to use their right to violate somebody else's rights, which is what a fucking violation of rights is anyway. Something to think about for today. All the listeners getting hit on